right, guys. Hey, welcome back, guys. It's that time again. Welcome back to the 7th episode of The Budget Entrepreneur, where we're going to talk about finding your manufacturer and some things that go along with it, okay? So finding your manufacturer. Where do you find your manufacturer? You walk outside, look to your neighbor, ask him where to find one? Probably not. I wouldn't recommend that. What I would recommend, though, is going to Alibaba.com. That's Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com. Go search it, type it in your little web browser there, and find out. What you'll find is this. Alibaba.com is an international supplier and manufacturer website that connects you with suppliers around the world. So you can look into finding people or manufacturers in Mexico, in China, or Asia, anywhere in India, all those places around the world. You can find manufacturers, and you don't actually have to physically go there and search for them yourself. That's going to cost a lot of money flying around. So go to Alibaba.com. There, let's say you're looking to make resistance bands or something in the fitness industry, you can search fitness products, and it'll pop up 40 different manufacturers around the world, then it'll connect you with them. You'll have the ability to send them an email and say, hey, here's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to create a resistance band with a strap. Do you think you guys can make it? I need it to be about 3 feet long or 4 feet long. I need it to have 2 handles. I fortunately didn't have to go through all the specs on it because I had a working prototype that I was able to actually send them and say, hey, this is what I need exactly. I need this to the T, because I made it myself to the T of exactly how I wanted it, and all I told them to do was put my logo on it, and that's about it. Okay, so I was fortunate enough to have been able to make my own prototype and finalize it to this point, and then just send it to China and say, hey, do me a favor, send me 2 sample units. I want you guys to make 2 sample units, send them back to me, and I want to see how you guys made them. I want to make sure before I place an order of 100 units or 200 units, I want to make sure that you guys did your job right, okay? That I can trust you guys as a manufacturer to create a quality product. So, and I made them send that to me for free. All I did was pay the shipping cost. That was it. So I said, hey, send me that for free, and then I'll decide if I want to place an order through you guys, if you guys are the ones to go through, okay? Here's some things that you're going to want to consider. Here are some questions you're going to want to ask when you're looking for your supplier or manufacturer. You're going to ask them, hey, what is the max quantity per month that you can make? How many can you make? Can you make 100 VersaBands a month? Can you make 500 VersaBands a month? Can you make 10,000 a month? That's a question I want to know the answer to, because let's say I decide to go to a trade show and I sell 500 units right there in that weekend or whatever. Well, shoot, I need to make 500 freaking VersaBands like that and get them out, okay? Assuming that I didn't already have them, right? I need to make 500 VersaBands some way or another because I already have an order I need to fulfill. Well, you need to know how many can they make, how many can they handle. Also, what's the lead time on that order, okay? I know for me right now, that's one thing I've been working on for 6 months now to get that lead time down. I order 100 units and it takes 7 weeks to get to me. So the moment that I click the button and I send the email of, hey, placing the order, and I make the payment, submit my payment, it takes 7 weeks to get to me. 7 weeks. I'm like, I need to cut that down. That needs to be a 3 to 4 weeks or something like that. 4 weeks at the most, at max. Because that's just, to me that's too long. I get it. I send it in, you have to produce it, you have to clean it up, and then you have to send it overseas and ship it to me. I get it. It takes a while, but I think 3 to 4 weeks is a realistic time frame, not 7 weeks. So that's something I'm working on. But you need to know the lead time. How long is it going to take? Maybe they're a plastic mold injection, people, and they, can only make so many at a time, and it's going to take them maybe a short amount of time. But you need to find out those answers. Do they offer any bulk discounts? So hey, tell them that you're interested in placing an order of 50 units, and they might say, okay, it's going to cost you, I don't know, $40 a product, okay? You say, okay, it's going to cost me $40 for each unit at 50 units, all right? And then you get that quote from them and then say, well, what if I buy 200 units? Okay, if you buy 200 units, it's going to cost you $32 a unit. Boom, you just cut out $8 a unit, and you didn't even really try. You already knew that you were going to order 200, but you just sent them a quote saying, hey, give me a quote for 50, and then you went and came back at them with, I'm going to order, what if I order 200 though? They're always willing to negotiate, and they always are willing to come down on the price for the more that you order. So keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind, and always kind of lowball them with a quantity of 50 or so, and then come back at them with the real quantity you desire, 200, 300, 500, etc., and make them drop that price way down, okay? Because again, there's a lot of different manufacturers on this website, and they know that, so they're gonna fight for your business, okay? They want it. Make sure your payment, when you make a payment, you need to make sure that it's a secured payment. Do not send a wire transfer, okay? I made the mistake one time, not with the VersaBand, but with another endeavor. I saw this cool drone that came out, and I sent $2,000 via wire transfer because I thought they can get me this cool, drone made really cheap, and I was going to resell it. $2,000 went right out of my account, right into somebody else's account, and that supplier, manufacturer that was secure happened to be a scam. So they totally just, that $2,000, I never saw that $2,000 again. So be aware, do not send a wire transfer to any of these manufacturer suppliers. Not saying that they're all sketchy, but some of them are. And some of them have been able to get into the business, into that website. And Alibaba usually screens these manufacturers and suppliers, and they do a pretty good job of it. But there are some that slip through the cracks, okay? So be aware of your payment method. I recommend using PayPal. Make them send you an invoice. If the invoice is $5,000, make them send you a $5,000 invoice to you. That way you can pay securely with a credit card or debit card, etc. And you can, basically pay them that way. And because PayPal, you can protest, or not protest, but you can basically challenge any kind of payment if you don't receive the product. If you pay $5,000, you don't receive your product, in that month or in 7 weeks or whatever, they just don't send it to you. You can call PayPal. They will get you your money back. Trust me, they will. Look into other ways of paying, okay, or other like methods or terms of paying. There's a thing out there called Net 30 terms, and there's a bunch of different versions of it. Net 15, Net 10, etc. Google Net 30 terms, and you'll be able to read a little bit about it. There's a Wikipedia article on it. Really easy to understand. Basically, Net 30 terms, from the moment that I receive it depends on, it's a contract between you and your manufacturer supplier. So let's say I had Net 30 terms from the moment that I receive the product. I'm going to place the order with them. They're going to send it to me, but I'm going to sign this contract saying from the moment and the date that I receive the product, I have 30 days to make the payment in full at $5,000, let's say. So I have 30 days to pay that $5,000. And maybe if I pay it in 10 days, I get a discount of 2% or 3%, etc. So again, look into Net 30 terms, and maybe that's something that your manufacturer, your supplier, is willing to do, okay? Maybe that's something that you can do. Again, request samples, find out the shipping method. How are they going to ship it to you? Something I'll get into another segment. I found a third-party company that would ship it to me for $300 versus $1,000. So I saved $700 by finding a third-party company and not letting my manufacturer just hire their Shanghai Express and ship it to me and charge me a fortune, So look into that. Make sure when you do send your samples over, I had my manufacturer sign an NDA. So I had them sign a non-disclosure agreement just because I didn't want, they all they do is produce hundreds and thousands of different fitness products, and they supply people around the world right now. So I don't want them to create mine, which is a new product and invention, and I have a patent pending on. I don't want them to just recreate that and just start selling it to all these people in the US. That would suck, okay? Guys, unfortunately, that is all the time that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, if you have found one piece of value, one piece of advice that you found that you really took in and it added value and you got something from it, please donate $1. Just $1 to the Budget Entrepreneur. Ozzy-Nunez is my Venmo. That's all I'm asking for is $1. Last week's book giveaway, guys, real quick. Nobody won because nobody entered. So we're going to try and give this one away again, okay? Fail fast, win big. Hopefully you can see it in the combination of all my bright colors on my t-shirt here. I was feeling festive today. Thank you guys. Please, here's how you win this book. All you got to do, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, tag 3 friends on this video in Instagram or Facebook, etc., and you'll be entered in to win. Next week, we're going to be talking about creating your logo and how you go about doing that. All right? Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor, go out, chase your dreams, ask questions, be open-minded, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You guys have a great week, okay?